Blood transfusions are an important, common medical procedure. So important, in fact, that we have whole blood drives in order to get people to donate more blood. If somebody has a major surgery or has an accident where they're losing a lot of blood or has different diseases like anemia, leukemia, kidney disease, then that person would likely need a blood transfusion. But different people have different blood types, and if the wrong type of blood is given to somebody, then that can cause a really serious, even deadly reaction, as the blood cells and antibodies clot together in a process called agglutination. But what are blood types, and why aren't all bloods compatible? That's what we're going to explain in this video. So let's jump to the whiteboard and get started. We're going to start with the ABO blood system, and then we'll move to the Rh blood system, which is the positive or negative in your blood type. Now there's four main types in the ABO system. We've got A, B, AB, and O. And even though there's four different types there's three different letters we're looking at, there's really just two antigens that we have. So we're going to focus on those two antigens. Here's what an antigen is. It's just a little protein found on the surface of a cell. So the A blood cells will have A antigens. I drew those in yellow here. And they're really a lot smaller than that. They're going to be tiny proteins found all over the surface of the cell. There's going to be a lot more than just 6 of them that I have drawn on here. B blood cells, of course, will have B antigens then. And I drew those in blue as triangles. And again, they're not circles and triangles. I'm just using different shapes to distinguish between the different antigens. AB blood type just means that we have A antigens, but we also have B antigens, so we call that type AB blood. And finally, type O blood just means that it doesn't have either of those antigens. So first thing to remember, the type of blood that it is determined by what type of antigens are found on the membrane of the blood cells. Now in reality, humans don't just have 2 types of antigens on their blood cells. We have lots of types of antigens, but we're only interested in the A and the B, and then later on the plus or the Rh antigen, because those are the main ones that can cause a deadly reaction if the wrong types of bloods are mixed. So that's why we're concerned with these in particular. Now those are the antigens found on the blood cells, but we also need to look at antibodies which are found in the plasma of these blood samples. So if somebody has type A blood, they'll actually have antibodies for B. The B antibodies would react with B antigens, but luckily if somebody has type A blood, they have B antibodies, but they don't have B antigens. And because the antigens are A, the antibodies are type B, then there's no reaction between the two. And a reaction is a bad thing. We don't want that. So this is type A blood. Type A blood has A antigens, but it would have B antibodies. If we go to type B blood, it'll be the opposite. Type B blood has B antigens, but the antibodies I have drawn in yellow, those are A. So type B blood, B antigens, but A antibodies. Up next for AB blood, since we have antigens for A and B, we can't have antibodies for either one. So type AB blood would not have A nor B antibodies present. And again, we're just looking at the A and B antibodies. In reality, everybody has lots of different antibodies for different diseases that we've come into contact with before and things like that. We're just looking at A and B here. Type O, however, is going to have both A and B antibodies. It doesn't have any antigens on it, but it has antibodies for both A and B. Okay, great. So at this point, we should be able to go through each type and identify what antigens and antibodies are present. The blood type, A, B, AB, and O, tells you the antigens that are found. It'll have antibodies for any type that it doesn't have antigens for. So type A blood would have B antibodies, B blood would have A antibodies, and so forth. And remember, the O isn't a separate type of antigen. The O just means it doesn't have A nor B. Now that we've shown all of that, there's 2 rules that we need to remember here. One is that antigens and antibodies of the same type cause a dangerous reaction. That's a reaction we call agglutination. Basically, if you have the same type antibodies and antigens, those antibodies and antigens will lock together or bind together, and that'll cause the blood to start clumping together like this image right here. If that happens, it's really bad because that'll cause clotting, it's going to stop up blood vessels, and it can be really dangerous, even deadly. So that's agglutination, it's bad. The second rule to remember is that when blood is transfused or taken from one person and given to another person, we can actually separate out the red blood cells from the donated sample of blood from the rest of the blood. So if we want to give somebody, let's say type O blood, we could just give the red blood cells if we wanted to. Or if we're giving type AB blood, we could just give the blood cells. We could remove all the plasma. We don't have to worry about any antibodies from that donated blood. Now for the person receiving the blood, we don't really do that. So that person that's receiving the blood, they're going to have all of their same antibodies. So let's take a look at which types of blood are compatible by looking at 3 examples. First example, can you give A blood to a patient with B blood? So this person with B blood is going to be receiving a sample of A blood. Now remember, we can just donate the red blood cells. So let's take a look at that. If we were to give these red blood cells, the A cells, to somebody with B blood, would there be a reaction? Well, the A blood cells that we're donating have A antigens, but the person who has B blood has A antibodies. A antigens plus A antibodies equals agglutination, that deadly reaction that we don't want. So what would happen in the person's blood? Well, this picture that I already showed you of agglutination was this example actually. A antibodies reacting with the A antigens on the blood cells, causing them to clump up together in that agglutination reaction. So the answer here is no, we can't give type A blood to a patient with B blood. The A antigens would react with the A antibodies, and that would be bad. Here's our second example. Can you give O blood to a patient with A blood? So we're going to take these O blood cells, because remember, we can take out just the blood cells and remove those antibodies from the donated blood. So we can just give the O cells to somebody with A blood. We'll take a look. These O cells don't have any antigens on them, right? So if we added blood cells with none of the antigens, neither A nor B, to this blood over here, well, even though it has B antibodies, the cells that we added don't have any B antigens, and so this would be perfectly safe. So somebody with O blood could donate to somebody with A blood. For our third example, let's take a look at the idea of a universal donor and a universal recipient. So which blood type can be donated to any type, and which blood type can receive any other type? So let's look at which one can be donated to any other type. Well, we kind of just did it in that last example. The O blood doesn't have any antigens on it. So we can give this O blood cell with no antigens, we could give that to any type, whether that's giving it to another person with O type, or somebody with AB type, or B, or A. We could give that blood cell to anybody, and there won't be a reaction because there's no antigens on the O blood cells. So O is considered the universal donor. You can give O blood to any other blood type in the ABO system. Now, which type of blood can receive any other type? Well, in that case, you'd have to look and see, well, what's the type of blood that doesn't have any antibodies to react? Well, type AB blood has no antibodies present in the plasma. Technically, I should say no A or B antibodies present in the plasma, meaning that it doesn't matter. We could give O blood cells, we could give AB blood cells, B blood cells, or A blood cells. We could give any of those blood cell types to somebody with AB blood. There's no antibodies there to react with those new cells. So AB is considered the universal recipient. We can give any blood type to somebody with AB, and they're going to be safe. So when you're thinking about blood types and compatibility, that's what you have to look for. Start with the person who's receiving the blood, such as somebody with type A. Look at the antibodies that they have, and then make sure that you're giving them a type of blood that doesn't have antigens that match the antibodies. If antibodies and antigens match, then you've got an agglutination reaction, and that's not going to work. Now, besides the ABO blood type groups, the other type group that we need to look at is called Rh, and we use the denotation positive or negative. Positive meaning it does have this antigen, or negative meaning it doesn't have that antigen. So if it's positive, it does have the Rh antigen. If it's negative, there's no Rh antigen present. And we're going to follow the same rules that we did for the ABO blood type. So let's take a look here. Here we have positive, which is going to have some antigens present on it. We see those right here. I do those as green squares just to be a different color and a different shape. And then for somebody who's Rh negative, they won't have those Rh antigens, but they're going to have Rh antibodies present. So what's the rule here? Well, we couldn't give positive blood cells to somebody with negative blood because the antibodies in the negative blood would react with the antigens on the positive blood cells. So a rule here is that positive cannot be donated to a person with negative blood type. So to go back to that idea of a universal donor, we said O is the universal donor. To get a little bit more specific, O negative would be the universal donor because a positive blood type can't give to a negative blood type. So if you've got O negative blood, that's sort of the jackpot. Your blood is the most useful if you've got O negative because your blood can be donated to any other person. However, if you're the person receiving the blood, it's actually best if you have AB positive, which is a really rare type of blood. But if you're AB positive, that means you can receive blood from any other person and be safe. So if you can remember those rules and think in terms of antigens and antibodies present, then you can easily determine which types of blood are compatible and which aren't. And hey, now that you know all that science, go out and give some blood. You know, I was just thinking, it's kind of sad. Mortimer has all of those bones, so he makes all of those blood cells, but but he doesn't have any veins or arteries, so those blood cells don't get to go anywhere. So even if Mortimer wanted to, he couldn't donate any blood. He could donate marrow, however. Hey Mortimer, you want to donate some bone marrow?